I think unfortunately where we are as a society, there's a lot of fear. And I don't want to say on both sides, but I think for all the interested stakeholders in the topic of DEI or disability advocacy, unfortunately, a lot of our actions are being driven by fear. You make a good point about older generations who have a particular place in life or have resources or have power or influence. And some of them might be afraid that they're losing that. But my response to that is at the end of the day, you can't stop change. Whether you like the change or not, you can't stop it. And we clearly see that our society is changing. The question is, where is that change going to take us? And I think this is where the opportunity is. We are all stakeholders in this country. We all live here. We all pay, most of us at least, most of us pay taxes, but we all contribute to the success or the failure of our society. So for those who operate in fear, I say to them, you can look at it from a fearful perspective, or you can look at it from the perspective of, I'm a stakeholder in this. How do I work? How do I have conversations with other people to figure out the future together? And that is the truth. You bring up the other important point about how DEI, diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging is viewed. Some people see it as great, other people see it as bad. And you know what? Everyone has a right to have their own personal opinion. I may not necessarily agree with your opinion, but I believe that you have a right to have an opinion. We don't have to see eye to eye. But the question is, if you think that our nation, our society is a land of opportunity, if you believe that this is the best country in this world, how can I work with you to make sure that we all live up to that bigger vision? Whether we call it DEI or not, we don't have
I
to
don't
call it,
care what you call it, just do the right thing.
because as we were discussing earlier, when we're talking specifically about individuals that have physical or psychological or mental disabilities, by having them participate in society on a greater level, providing them with educational opportunities, providing them with employment opportunities, providing them with opportunities to be in the community, not tucked off in the corner somewhere, living with their families, living with their loved ones, in the community, that makes society much better. And I don't think that anyone would argue against that. So if we can acknowledge that this is good for society as a whole, when we're talking about one specific population, why can't we all collectively acknowledge that benefits society as a whole, regardless of what population we're talking?
The position we're in is actually a good thing and an opportunity for us to become better advocates and everything we need to do. Whereas, and it's the right position for those people we don't like to be where they are, because they're going to become, because of the nature of who they are, they're going to become complacent. They're going to do all these things that show us who they really are. And then
Yeah.
they're going to give us the opportunity to become stronger and eventually knock them out.
Mhm.
Right?
That's a good
Right.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So everything I've been through, I have a something I follow and it's called let them.
Mm.
It's let them show you who they are. Let them show you what they're really about and what kind of morals they really have and ethics, and that works as well for politics, let it play out, let their theatrical politics, uh, let that all play out and show you, you know, reveal to you what you're supposed to, your purpose is, and let that drive your purpose. I mean, pay attention and you know let it guide you to what you're supposed to be doing, and the right people will come to you and help you advocate and help you uh, drive home what you're trying to do, working together collaboratively.